Welcome, maniacs, to the Saltier podcast. This is your most elusive host, ALMIGHT Skyler. We are brought to you by the Soundcasting Network at Studio 212 in the beautiful South Lake Union. We got to you with us today, the Savorings, the sad boys of the mall, and Loud and Brown. And we are also brought to you today about VOODOO Ranger. VOODOO Ranger in general is a Ranger families, or the whole Ranger family, is brewed with trend-setting hops and malt varieties, served with a side of sarcasm. Just say VOODOO Ranger doesn't take itself too seriously, and neither should you. The bottom line, if you're looking for innovative IPAs that are hop forward, bold, and occasionally hazy, the VOODOO Ranger fam has your back. Cheers.
Wow.
I'm actually drinking the Captain Dynamite IPA today. This was pretty good.
Great copy there, man.
Yeah.
Shameless.
Oh, thank you. We got some good topics for you today and a good cast of boys to help serve them up to you. Why don't we go around the horn real quick and have everybody introduce themselves and where they can find you?
Yeah, you're not going to get in with 3080s. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck you trying to
XX. You need to add X or X to that.
He gets super lucky like I did, like not even like the bot gods or anything like that.
Let's start with you, Savorings. Where can people find you?
This is the Savorings ... I'm cosplaying as the smart clone from the Bad Batch.
Ooh.
I can actually pull that picture up here a little bit later. But you can find me really nowhere. I'm just kind of like Frankensteining it with some computers. If you're watching here on the stream, I just got this shady close your eyes because this is going to look like some Fisher Price like VTech type stuff to you. This might hurt your feelings. But I got a little candy.
Baby's first mixer. Wow.
I did. It's my first Sony. It's yeah, I've been messing around with that, trying to get things to work. I'm also messing around with the other accessories. Like I got some gunner shades. I don't know why.
People still buy those?
I know, right? These used to be like $200. They're like $60 now at Best Buy. I was like, why the hell not? Like, okay. And you know what? Honestly, they seem like a gimmick, and you wear them, and you're like, I don't really see the difference. Maybe the color
they are a gimmick.
Maybe the color looks a little worse, but when you take them off, you can notice the text. Like definitely, like text in any game that has like particles and like little, like it pops a little bit more, and you notice it when you take them off. It's not deal breaking, but you do notice it.
Savorings, you're falling for the ploy of HD vision glasses from as seen on TV, except for gamers.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, everything looks clearer. Yeah, but I mean, they're all right. That's about it. I just be in and out of Steam, just playing random games, and I guess we did that a bit. Busted my chops right below me. We have another returning character for the podcast. Good to have you back, man. What's up? Yeah,
it's your boy Dathan.
Dathan.
New house. Who this?
It's your boy Dathan. You can't find me on social media because this presence doesn't exist anywhere. There's only 2 other ones, and you might get lucky enough if we can figure out what topics to talk about, because I have no fucking clue what we're going to talk about. I'm here to literally test out new audio equipment and see how it goes.
With a name like Dathan, did you play Ultimate this afternoon?
Ultimate what?
Ultimate Frisbee.
No, we go play golf. I take a middle white class sport where it's all about hating yourself on the course.
I was thinking more like tennis. I was thinking more like tennis. You know, like when you meet people that actually play tennis.
Oh, nice.
Like, you actually play tennis. Okay.
Tennis takes too much energy and time.
Yeah, it takes
golf allows me to have a cart driven on the field, and if I don't want to walk,
and a drink,
you can drink
and a drink.
This hypothetical laziness.
Heavily drink on the course. But anyways, you can't find me on social media, so good luck. But we'll see if we can get some other people on here. And then to my right, who apparently has a soft voice this week.
I have a soft boy voice. Well, maybe I just have a adolescent voice.
God.
Should I just talk like this?
Yeah, is he having an adolescence?
That is so terrible.
I'm gonna grow a couple more inches, y'all. This is Loud and Brown at Loud and Brown on Twitter and Instagram. I am Crowstep with a PH on PlayStation and Steam. That is all, I guess, if you want to catch up with me. I will try my best to help out with the FGC movement whenever bonus round gets kicking again. And other than that, I'm here at Salt Tier Podcast. Best way to chat, like our boy Stoddy, would be on Twitch, which is just Twitch TV Salt Tier Podcast. That's all I
Doesn't have
got.
to be Twitch. It could be on
Right.
YouTube. It could be on Facebook.
It could
It
be
don't
on
matter.
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The other
It
ones
could be
were.
on. It could be on Plexstorm. Hit us up on Plexstorm. Let's go.
I'll be honest. The YouTube is a little quiet.
Yep.
Just like that. Just like that segue. Dead in the water.
Dead in the water. Well, this has been your host, or so far your host, Almighty Skylar. You can find me on Instagram at Skylar's Back at It. Haven't been playing too many video game stuff, but been doing a whole lot of other things.
Nice.
Like living your best life, I hear.
Yeah. Apparently, I got a girlfriend, going camping, got a new
Oh,
Yeah,
car.
you're
girlfriend?
food up.
Oh, girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yep,
Wow.
that's where he's been.
things are happening.
Your apartment seems a little bit more kept up, so that's all right. That's okay.
No, Steve
Well-
Jobs.
She might be moving in next month.
Oh boy,
Oh,
Oof.
that's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast. but yeah, nah, it's been good. Played a whole lot of Runeterra. Because you can get
Nice.
those games at any time I can.
Does she tolerate your gaming hobbies? Because that could be a deal breaker. That could be a stickler. Does she engage in it at all or anything like
She
that?
kind of engages in it. Like she kind of likes League and actually likes watching League tournaments and stuff
Okay,
like
well
that.
there you go.
Eh.
She was at the finals where Double Lift won his first LCS title.
Be honest, Sky.
I was like-
Is this why you're with her? Like, is this one of the first players she told you? And now you're just like, are you groupie? Are you groupie, Skylar?
Who's
Is
saying
this
this?
like Burning Man? You know those
Saying
people
this
that
at
are
the bottom
into
of the
people.
screen.
You know those people that are into people that went to Burning Man. That's like a whole thing. Is that
Yeah,
what you're doing here?
it's
Be
definitely
honest,
been
it's
It's like
interesting.
the 80s version of people having been to Woodstock. Oh, you were into Woodstock?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there was like a whole thing of people that went to Woodstock. Yeah,
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 Savings, did you see Hologram Tupac?
yeah. I was there at Coachella. Coachella was magical, but it's okay, Skylar, because this listening circle is a safe space.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, she's pretty cool. Yeah, she doesn't care about my gaming and whatnot. I haven't been able to do much because I've been working on my car, but no, she doesn't care.
Aw.
She'll
Look at
just
you,
like,
you got a girl. You're working on your car.
You're getting your life together,
Next, you
young
gotta-
man.
You are, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Hey,
you gotta buy your house next and you're all good.
Yep.
Careful
Yep.
about that one. Careful about that one.
No worries, I got it all taken care of. But anyways, I heard we have a little intro video,
We did. We already played it.
but we had
Yeah.
another intro video.
Yeah. I think London was working hard on.
Yeah,
Oh.
was
Anyways,
London not working hard on another intro video? I guess, am I a
Always
liar?
working hard.
Am I a liar?
you are apparently.
I'm not the
Anyways,
liar of you.
The liar of me.
same old tricks.
I would
Same
say
old
she's
tricks.
fired, but she's not technically an employee. So
Yeah, I mean, she's an employee, but we just don't pay her.
I'll pay her. Shit. Anyways,
But anyways, I've been playing a fuck ton of Runeterra, like a lot, because I can get those games in at any point. Try to climb up the ranks a little bit with some decks. It's been a good time. Trying to teach my girlfriend how to play Magic while we were camping with a starter deck. That was went very smoothly. So not smoothly.
first world nerd problems.
Yep, first world nerd problems.
where did you
Uh,
meet this girlfriend at?
You know, places.
Canada. She's from Canada, huh?
No, she's
Oh.
not
It
from Canada.
doesn't rhyme with blender or blumble, does it?
There's a possibility.
Got him.
I met her out in the
Ah.
wild.
You mean the good old meat market? Mm, fine meats.
Hey,
Let 'em-
hey, that's where I hear all the young people are meeting each other these days. So I can't judge.
Hey, it's,
I don't
you
know.
know, it's COVID times. What do you want from me?
You know what? I can't judge because I met my fiance on Facebook. So I mean, not Facebook, but MySpace.
MySpace. Oh my god,
Oh,
that's somehow
Yeah.
worse.
You gotta get married on MySpace now.
Yep.
Tom would
Tom,
be our best
officiate this wedding, Tom.
Hold on, let me do my Tom impression.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, when he's at his desk.
But
There you go.
did I just date like not just me, but our relationship by saying that we've been on MySpace?
You dated everybody
Dated.
on this podcast
Dated.
except for ALMIGHT Skylar.
What are you talking about? I had MySpace.
You had MySpace when you were 11?
Fucking got him.
We're
I'd
gonna
like
get some
to.
good sound clips off of 124. Market London.
Saber,
bangers.
what have you been playing this week?
And
Yeah, what have we been playing? Let's start from the top.
I mean, Skylar already said his thing, so that'd be Saverings.
Yeah,
So,
Saber.
So you know what? I have to look because I've been all over the goddamn place. I got hold on 1 sec. I literally
Oh, I have been playing some good old League of Legends ARAM every once in a while when I can too.
Some good ass league.
Good ass League of Legends ARAMs.
Don't
Hey,
steal
hang on.
that.
I have
Look,
like
BRB.
1,300 games, so when I click on my game list on Steam, it takes it a minute.
Oh, you gotta load it in?
So yeah,
Why don't you just show us your damn screen? Show us your face.
show you my receipts.
Yeah, show us your
Let's
face.
see. This week
out
I've
there.
actually been playing Dota 2. Played that a little bit. Don't everybody like all fall out your chairs at once? I know Dota 2. I actually played some Left 4 Dead 2 with some friends. That was fun. Actually, I played that with Sage and Stoddy there because Borderlands 3 is a train wreck. So we couldn't even.
Yeah, it is.
Play.
I
Yeah,
just tried to log in to play Borderlands 3 today, and I was like, "What the fuck is this garbage?"
Yeah, and it's like crashing and acting weird and lagging out. Yeah.
Wild.
I tried to play this special event thing, and it crashed on me twice.
Yeah, that game is disintegrating in front of our very eyes. I played Cyberpunk for like a good 7 minutes just to see if it was still broken, and it's still broken.
I blame
Just
Dogecoin.
fucking play it. Just play it already. Quit crying about it.
Dude, I logged into the game and I was on a motorcycle that was stuck in midair. Like
That sounds like a bunch of lies to me.
That is
how do I
playing
play
the
it?
game.
That's a bunch of lies.
you know
I
what,
like to do that too.
That game has Keanu in it. I think that game is like meta as hell. I think that game is like you're inside of the Matrix and you're like seeing all the glitches, and I think that's what it is. Like the DLC for it will be like you'll wake up in a tube and realize you were playing Cyberpunk inside of
The
the tube.
DLC's the real game.
And it's only just black cats. It's all glitches.
I
in the
mean,
Matrix.
hey, if you want to be real though, the Witcher DLCs were better than the game itself.
Oh,
I can't really argue that.
Blood and Wine was a fantastic DLC.
Nice.
I only played like the main storyline. I didn't bother with getting DLC because I think I stopped that game for what was it, 2015 to 2018 is when I picked it back up, and that was the end of that. I was like, I'm just gonna play the game. I'm not gonna fuck around with the DLC.
No, that's why I had a coworker who was getting really frustrated because his main storyline crashed on him for Cyberpunk, and I was like, "Well, you could probably get Witcher 3 for $10, and it'll be
I just so have it is 80% off on Steam right now. $10.
percent. Oh,
Game of
no.
the year.
if you're getting upset with Cyberpunk, just play yourself some Witcher 3. It's a better game made by the same people.
Another game I would suggest, and this is another one I played this week. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 3 just so I didn't get all the way rusty.
Okay. Or you could just watch Blade Runner.
That's not even the same comparison. What the fuck is that about?
Well, because it's Cyberpunk. It's what they ripped everything off of.
He said Dark Souls 3.
No,
I
they
was
ripped
referencing the thing he said earlier than that.
You fucking nerd.
everything got ripped off of I want to say all the Isaac Asimov stuff and off of Foundation.
Yeah, Android's Dream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah, and Foundation. Everything sci-fi is pretty much
Foundation trilogy, right?
Yeah, I've been meaning to read that before the show comes out this fall.
You and me, let's both do that. We'll use our Apple audiobooks app.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna use one from our leading competitor.
Wait, Russ fucking has Mac shit? When did that happen?
Oh,
No,
Have
no,
I been
he's
gone for this
joking.
long?
no, I'm not joking. I know you got Mac.
No,
Sounds like someone's living in denial.
no. The
It's
only
fine.
I've never owned a Mac. We had Apple IIe's back in the day when those were. That was about it.
All
But
right.
yeah.
Where
what
did
I've
you
been
move to?
What's up?
Where did this dark boy move to, anyways?
Oh, Dathan?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, he's
Do
on.
I
He's
have
off
to?
the-
Do I have to explain what I've been doing for the last 3 months?
Yeah, let's get an update.
I just want to know where you're at currently.
Hold on. This is where London puts in the graphic and the news headline flash.
Blink
Dathan
twice if
update.
you're in danger.
Yeah, I bought a house about 2-3 months ago.
Even unlocked.
I did not realize I bought a big ass house. I bought a house that's 2,500 square foot.
Jeez, that's
two
bigger than the
guard-
house my parents live.
2
car-
yards.
Where's-
2-car garage already attached. 6
What city?
bedrooms. I am in Tequila, so You ain't coming down here.
I am. I'm gonna be over there all the fucking time.
I mean, I used to live in Kent, so
That's not
Yeah.
the same.
It's
No,
Frisbee,
Tequil's
though.
closer.
Well, that's not the point. Anyways, for those who don't live in the Seattle greater area or any of that shit, Tequila is most notorious for being
It's
near the airport. 1, 2, being a track for prostitution.
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
Well,
Highway
it is
99.
actually it is rated as one of the worst cities of Washington.
What,
Yeah.
Kent?
No, Tequila.
Tukwila.
Wait, how? I like Tequila way more than Kent. Kent fucking blows.
Well, Kent's a suburb, so
Exactly.
that's the
It's
reason.
It's the one with the highest crime rate.
Tequila.
Tequila is?
Yeah,
It's one of the highest.
Tequila is like what's that place on Cops? It's always right over there by Tacoma.
What?
Lakewood. It's like the lake.
Lakewood.
It's like Lakewood North.
I used to date a girl, not really date. I used to see a girl that worked at the
She
Lovers.
used to check into the meat
Oh,
market.
That
check into
worked
the
at the
butcher.
Lovers down in Tukwila, and she was
Yeah.
like, "We get robbed almost every day."
Well, she worked at the Lovers off the exit.
Yeah,
And they got
Oh, yeah.
robbed.
I don't
every
know.
day. She was like,
Every day.
literally almost every day, somebody comes in and steals something.
What happens? Well, hold my
Does anybody else
gunpoint or
notice
just
our
shoplift.
picture? Look
Yeah,
at
come for the hooker, stay by the drive-by shooting, and if you don't like it, you can leave the city because SeaTac is literally 10 minutes, depending on where you are in Tequila. Anyways, I bought this really nice house that's right against the highway, so I hear highway noises. But as you can see, my life is not complete back here, so I haven't really played video games. The only real...
How much you get
What?
that bad boy for?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
undisclosed number. We'll do that
That-
off
That's
live.
off-air topics. No one gets to know how much
That's
I spent on this house.
That's some BTS shit.
BT. I thought you said buy, torture, kill.
Wow.
Behind the scenes.
Anyways,
Carry on.
So
BRB.
that's my So basically, well, you shouldn't be leaving because you're up next. But anyways, and there he goes, just abdicating from his responsibilities. Really, the only game I've been playing is Sims. The Sims, really, in real life, because this is all this is. And then Rust, basically, where I'm like trying to put improvements in my house and like put up defenses. But that's pretty much it. The only actual video games I've been playing is Midway Pinball on my cell phone because I am itching to play pinball, and I've been looking at how to build virtual pinball cabinets online. And then I just finished Resident Evil 4 for the first time, and I'm stuck on Mercenaries. So
The classic Resident Evil 4 with Leon and the President's daughter and stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
I played it on controller instead of mouse and keyboard on PC because
Lot to know.
Yeah.
What
So-
are you buying?
I mean, I bought a bunch of things in there, but I've been trying to get on my Resident Evil kick because I want to finish 7, and then
And then you want to get choked by the tall vampire lady.
Who
Say
does
three.
that's a later date. I still need to play 3 remastered, and then I don't know, pick up 6 for the fun of it, and then try to play all these other bullshit for Resident Evil. I have a really big Resident Evil kick.
Yeah, as a Capcom fan that's played everything but 7 so far, 6 was a rough playthrough. And if I remember correctly, was there some production? Oh yeah, definitely gonna have a wrestling ring, of course. But 6, I feel like had production woes or funding woes. It kind of really came and went. Like
Besides
5,
all the controversy, or was that 5? 5 was one in Africa, right?
5 is
5?
when you got to shoot infected black people. Is 5.
That
But it
was-
was in Africa.
no, that was 4.
That's
Oh no,
5.
you're right. That's 5. That's 5.
5. Me and my brother played that all the way through on.
Also,
co-op.
they had a POC main character. You could choose from one of them. So
Oh yeah, you're right.
know.
6
Yeah.
6 just kind of came and went. That's the one that was purple. The little purple 6.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah, and
you're
everybody,
right.
I talked to people and they're like, "What happened in 6?" They're like, "Is that where they kind of repeated the events from 4 and 5? Like, hey, the guy you thought that was dead is back and he's stronger, and then you kill him again. The co-op is a little better, but we didn't do anything different. Bye."
Yeah. Here's the next
Yeah.
one. Please buy. Please buy.
I mean, it was
And
interesting seeing Resident Evil have a co-op campaign because it traditionally just wasn't that until
Mm.
5 came rolling around.
Yeah,
Because of the whole the Resident Evil 4 mechanic of just like having a companion that doesn't really do anything was
except get stolen.
gets stolen
Yeah.
and then push a switch
Leon!
for you that you can reach. So,
And I figure that game
Yep.
should now come with the suit of armor mod where she's always wearing the big suit and no one can pick her up?
The plot armor DLC.
Oh, you mean being a baby back bitch mode?
Being unstealable. It's like the most fun way to play that game.
That's not that fun.
Sure it is. You don't have to worry about her.
But that's the whole point of the game, though.
Oh, okay, I suppose so.
What do you mean supposed to? That's what a majority of the game is designed around is to make sure you don't lose her.
That's
watch
true.
her get fucking molested in the corner and dragged away.
Jesus. London, scrub that. Thank you.
No, keep it in. Keep it in, or I'm on strike. I'll go into exile. Anyway,
All right.
So that's what I'm doing.
Anyway,
Saverines, I know you have been jet setting a little bit, but before that, what have you been up to?
Not much besides messing with a bunch of different hardware and
Oh, sorry, not the old bald boomer. I'm talking about the Afro boomer. We already listened to you, Saverines.
Oh,
You already
yeah.
said your shit.
Hey, I
Yeah.
played a little bit of Overwatch. I played a little bit of Tekken. Shocking, shocking. But I guess it's not on my topic, so I talk about it now. I'll probably play it this week. Oh, bye.
you hit the button on accident.
Yeah, you did. Street Fighter put out a DLC that did a lot of quality of life buffs and repatches and like reset the entire tier list. And it threw everybody for a loop because I think a big tournament's coming up in a bit. And all the pros are mostly happy. Kind of like, I'm trying to compare it to something, but it's not as big as when they came out with a whole new hard number. But remember when they gave Sub-Zero the ground freeze and everybody was like, holy shit, this is changing everything.
Yeah.
It's almost that impactful, but not quite. Hey, welcome back, Dathan.
I went to go get a beer. Why did everyone panic?
we
I can still
panicked.
hear people.
We missed you.
Yeah, thought you dropped. Thought that ladder fell on you or something. And you were pinned in your own house.
But I
Yep.
just played those two. But aside from that, the only things I have to talk about are the things on our list, which I guess we should get to, right?
yes,
Yeah, it's
but I want to do a small segue. So I don't know if you guys have seen this report, but there's been another report that which they're making 3080s even more mining resistant, which I was like, I don't know if this is like what the 10th claim now that they've made of making them even less mining.
You know, like they always say this, but then they're like, "Hey, all the bots buy them instantly. Like we just make money the second they go anywhere. So let's keep that going." So they want to say this, but what good does it really do anyway?
Yeah, I was about to say this to everyone else because it's like I don't know, sure to some degree that they're doing it, but overall it's like it just keeps happening anyways.
Mhm.
And speaking of NVIDIA news, if you're not paying into the money-making market of stocks, they're going to do a 1-to-4 split of NVIDIA stocks in the coming days. So
Okay.
what that means for people who don't know any about being a Wolf of Wall Street is the one stock share that you get will turn into 4 by the end of some predetermined date, and the price stock will get fractionalized. So you'll get 4 stock units at a lower price, but you'll have 4. And the idea is so that when the stock comes up, you can, quadruple your money.
Quadruple.
Interesting. Did not know that. I missed out on the whole Roblox thing, so I need to make sure I get on a video.
What,
Buy some-
Roblox?
Yeah, I was gonna buy some Roblox stock.
That's
But
an IPO company already?
Yeah, Roblox went public.
How much is their
Roblox.
shares?
I don't know. Let me take a look here.
3080s are like Bigfoot's peeing on a unicorn. You're never gonna see it. I don't know. I got a 3090, so
Roblox Corp. It's trading at 89.23 right now.
what? $29?
89.23.
Almost $90?
Almost $90, dude. It went up 6.76 today. It went up 8.2% today. What the hell happened?
I don't know. People like Roblox. I don't know. Apparently, it's very
Yeah.
profitable to profit off children. That's what
Yeah.
That's
society
what
taught
happened
us
with-
about.
That's what happened with Skylanders. That's what happened with
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, I guess I was thinking of like just video games, like video games geared Fortnite. The one where you build shit. What is it called?
Minecraft,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Apex.
Minecraft.
Valheim.
Well, I didn't know how much information
PUBG.
between Apex and Titanfall were. I didn't realize
They're
how
in the
much.
same universe.
Yeah, same universe and same team.
A lot of
Same
same
devs.
team.
Yep, same devs.
I feel like that game, like Titanfall, should have blew Call of Duty out of the water, but it didn't.
Well, and here's what also happened. EA also cannibalized that title because that's an EA title, and they released Battlefield, I think 4 or 5, like a week before.
Oh, I see.
So it kind of got lost in the mush. And then they did the same thing sort of with Titanfall 2. They made it a point to release it by itself, but it's still kind of released close to like a big game that was right around that same time too. So both times
Bummer.
it kind of got screwed over. But Titanfall 2 got its due because it won a bunch of Game of the Year awards.
Yeah, it
and
did.
that
I
kind of
think
stuff.
Action Esports did a whole report on that. Man, they put out great videos. Almighty Scholar, have you ever seen them?
Yeah, I watch them sometimes.
Dude, because it's great journalism. It's almost always under 15 minutes, and they just so informational. It's
I like
not
the-
some
I like the profiles they do. People.
Yeah, it's not some weeb yelling at an O-ring. They show pertinent clips and stuff, and they talk about FGC, FPS,
MOBAs.
everything. They really do a lot of esports.
You say everything. What about hentai dating sims?
But that's not an esport yet.
I mean, it
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
why don't you
single
start
player
it,
game in the
Nathan?
world?
That's
It
why
might
we
be an
brought
exhibition,
Nathan in
Nathan.
today.
It might be an exhibition because of the Olympics are in Tokyo, so it could be an exhibition sport for all we know.
And
It's an,
Maniacs,
it's an exhibition for exhibitionists.
that was the coolest thing about Melty Blood when it came out, is they made a fighting game out of a dating sim, and the FGC community was so blown away by it.
The game was really technical. If you
It was a
played it.
homebrew. I cannot
Yeah.
believe that.
It was a very technical game.
Anyway,
Why don't we get into some of these sizzling topics that we have
Mm.
brewing?
There's nothing. What sizzling topics? Show me these topics.
And these are just
God
rumors.
damn it.
They're kinda-
London is on a tear today. That's a good
See?
one.
Right there.
Nice.
See, we're already there. We're gonna be jerking off on public TV and on the Olympics, 2024.
Classic
See you in,
lasers
see
to
you in 3
play.
years.
Yeah, it's like Idiocracy. Like #1 show on TV is going to be Ow My Balls.
All right, David. What's with this Team Ninja making a Final Fantasy Souls-like action game?
Well, that's pretty much it. You just said it.
There it is in a nutshell. Wow.
There it is. All right, next story.
Hey!
Next
Woo!
This is
Got
a
him.
rumor. But basically, what? Okay.
White
But
glove.
basically, Team Ninja, known for Ninja Gaiden, Gaiden. What's the one that they did? It was a Mad World. Wasn't that them or was that Platinum?
That was Platinum Games.
Platinum. What else did they
Well,
do?
not the same
Bayonetta.
game, but okay.
The Bayonetta.
Bayonetta is also Platinum Games.
Also Platinum. So
Yes.
what's the other one that they made? Team
Strike
Ninja.
2.
Which one?
That was Strike 2. Ninja Gaiden.
Uh-huh.
Or Gaiden. Actually, I don't know what they made. They only just really made Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
It.
and also that like really
Dead or
terribly-
Alive.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive.
And it was Niho. That's what it
And-
was.
That was Team Ninja as well.
Pretty sure it was.
I don't know. We have to look that up. But they also made that
It
really
was.
terrible.
It was. I fucking
was.
got it.
But they made Neo 1 and 2. Okay, that's where they're most recently relevant. They also made that really terrible crap.
Hold on. I will start looking it up. Go ahead and spitball. And
They also made that really poorly received Metroid game too. That wasn't their fault.
Metroid Other M.
Yes.
They made Hyrule Warriors. Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
There we go.
You know, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Niho 2 is the
Marvel
latest
Ultimate Alliance 3. Oh, that's the one that's on the on the Switch only.
on the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch USA. But yeah. So basically the rumor is right now they're working on a Dark Souls like game based in a Final Fantasy verse. I don't know if it'll be
Are
an
you
original IP, if it'll be
Are you
Not original
excited
IP.
about this? Are you?
Do I
I
get
mean-
to be Cloud? Do I get to live my weeb fantasies?
I mean potentially. Yeah.
I don't even.
Well-
I still have yet to actually finish 7.
But here's
I
the
don't
thing.
even know what
Here's
that
the thing.
game
Is it gonna be more like Dark Souls or is it gonna be more like
Final Fantasy.
no, what are the other ones?
Bloodborne?
It's Bloodborne, Sekiro. What's the other one?
Not the Souls games themselves, but what are the other ones that are like not Demon Slayer?
Ikuruga?
Yeah, the
No,
ones that I say. I have to
that's
look
not
it
even
up.
close. What would
Zelda.
that be? Ah, there you go. There you go.
Got it.
Ah,
Got 'em.
Goldeneye, right? Goldeneye.
GoldenEye, slappers only.
Slap, slap, slap.
I think that's
Um,
a good move because if you look at the way Squaresoft is treating the Final Fantasy IP, they don't want it to just be JRPGs. They want it to be an entire suite of games.
Which it should be, because that aesthetic, the music, that charm, like when it's done correctly, like yeah, you could have that on a bunch of different things. Is it
And
one
I
of the
th-
most popular games right now, like that mobile game? And I heard the mobile game is
Yeah.
really not that bad.
I think they got muscled into some bad ideas early on when they were PlayStation exclusive, because there's stuff like Dissidia and what was the Urghides games?
Urgeist is great.
Yeah, but if all those are cross-platform, or if Urghides was arcade, if they
It was
weren't
arcade.
if they weren't under Sony's boot, I think some of the stuff in the early and mid 2000s would have had more mileage.
Yeah, possibility.
Especially
Favorite-
now, you gotta go PC.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Urgeist was fucking in '98 on the arcade before it went to PlayStation.
Oh shit!
Here,
But
guys.
Japan probably.
Well, yeah, you ain't gonna play that shit in America. You know,
Yeah, baby.
no one gives a fuck about
It'll
Japanese
be
games
right.
in America.
It'll be right
We-
next to the Primal Rage machine.
Hey, you know what though? In 2021, that could be a different story, because this is kind of related. Did you guys see the top 20 graphic novels in the US are all manga? There's not one DC or Marvel comic up there.
Wow. What?
Yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened.
Wow.
Yeah, top 20 selling graphic novels are all manga.
The Far East is invading our public literature.
Well, not only that, but modern comic books are just really not that good sometimes.
They're also not kicking back up to the writers and artists at all. Ed Brubaker was on Kevin Smith's show saying that he had, and AV, you understand movies more than anybody here.
No, I don't. I'm blind.
I went
Yeah,
to film
I mean, you're
school.
Dathan. You've never been in film school. Sorry, Dathan.
Yeah,
but
what are you talking
To
about?
anybody that's listening that knows about film, Ed Brubaker's 15 seconds on screen in the Winter Soldier movie gives him more SAG residuals than any kickbacks he had to creating the Winter Soldier character from the comics. That is embarrassing.
Yeah,
That
they
is
don't pay 'em.
so egregious.
It's always kind of been like that, though. You don't really get like you make all your money on at cons and stuff, and selling your signature. Like that's where like the pros make most of their money.
So the thing that got brought up was Dave Chappelle. Like Comedy Central's been making so much money off of airing his TV show on streaming services and selling DVDs that they actually redid his contract and gave him a better kickback, because they were just like, you were clearly not the same person you were when you were 27 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
he even had it on his show. Remember that segment where he's like I've been at least 5 different people. Yeah.
But the thing
Right.
is, people like Ed Brubaker, or people that like who created Miles Morales? I can't remember his name.
Oh, Mike Bryan, Bendis.
Bendis. That should be. And look, he split. He was like, "Bye, I'm going to DC," because I guarantee all that money from the Spider-Verse, Marvel was just like, "Dude, you created that character on our paycheck. You don't get
Yeah.
any more kickbacks."
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then look what
Oh,
happens. Now they're being outsold by Food Wars.
Yeah,
My tits? Is that what that was?
Food Wars.
You mean mommy milkers?
Yeah, watch a trailer of Food Wars and you know what I'm talking about.
My
Anyway.
partner tried to get me to get hooked on that, and I just really wanted meat. That's all I wanted.
Sabrix, can you take us into our next topic?
It better be something with milk. Mommy milkers. That's all I want.
Outer Worlds milk menagerie.
there you go. Next up on the docket, we have this was part of the deal of Microsoft buying Bethesda. Well, they didn't just buy Bethesda; they bought the whole kick, but they bought their parent company and everything their parent company owned too.
I think that's a link for London, right?
Yep.
Yep. London, fucking bring it up.
But
Please.
Please and thank you, my ass.
She works for us.
Yeah, you were.
She's my slave.
Hey.
Whoa.
You mean
whoa.
prison? In Stellaris terms, we call them prisoners with jobs.
Oh, forced labor. Forced
Yes.
labor. Sorry.
Outer
Prisoners with
Worlds
jobs.
titled.
Oh, but
Outer
basically-
Worlds topic, please, London.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically what's happening here, this is just, so, we're kind of like, after that deal, we were kind of like, let's see what happens with this. Are things going to change? Even though Microsoft has said, they'll honor all contracts going forward. Contracts are already in place. And in this case, they're doing that,
Wow.
but they're also adding to that. So basically, Outer Worlds is a game by that made Fallout New Vegas and the original Fallout. So basically, it's already on PlayStation, it's already on PC, it's already on Xbox and the Switch. But any newer versions coming out will be published by Microsoft. So they'll honor their contracts. That publisher could still publish on everything that it's already on. Moving forward, anything else that it's new on, it's going to be on Microsoft themselves are going to publish it. So I just wanted to bring that up because we were talking about, like what kind of changes we could see at ZeniMax and the other video game companies that they own, and the other IPs and technologies that they own. So this was kind of like the first little, besides them putting their games on straight on to Game Pass and everything, this is one of the first little subtle things that we've seen going on over there. So
wait, so they're gonna make another Outer Worlds game? This article's about?
No, so say there's a port on like a straight PS5 port, or say there's like another new system that comes out, or something like that, a new platform or something comes out. Say the Switch, the next version of the Switch comes out and it's a totally different platform. If they put it on that, Microsoft will publish it. So the publishing deals they have right now for that copy, for that version of the game, are going to stay in place. So the same publisher is going to be publishing that they've always published it on. But if there's any new platform moving forward, Microsoft's going to publish it on there. So they're not saying there's a new Outer Worlds game, but you're right though. If say they announce Outer Worlds 2, that would be published by Microsoft. Yeah.
That was a lot of legalese that I cannot keep up with.
Well, basically, in any future versions of this game that aren't on whatever it's already on will be published by Microsoft.
Wait, so Microsoft bought another studio?
This was part of this company's owned by Bethesda.
Oh.
Bethesda is owned by ZeniMax, and Microsoft bought ZeniMax.
Okay. So this was just a very specific ZeniMax news article about what happens when Microsoft buys out like an entire publishing company, and then that becomes a big thing overall.
And in the announcement, people, before they even got through it, were like, what's going to happen with all the future stuff? And part of the original announcement when Microsoft bought them was like, we're honoring all contracts that are already in place. We're not going to alter any of those. So anything that's already been announced, it's going to be this way, it's going to be that way. Anything that's already in place, it's just going to be like that. So this was like one of the first signs that's like, okay, well, anything else we put it on, it's fine. We're going to honor that contract, but anything else, we're going to publish it. So
it's going to be a Microsoft exclusive. Thank you, Satya.
Yeah, probably. The other rumor was that Starfield is still a ways off, and the rumor for that is that's going to be Xbox exclusive. And if I was Microsoft, I would do that. I wouldn't quite do that with Fallout and like Elder Scrolls and stuff like this, but any kind of like new IPs or anything like that, I'd put those PC and Xbox exclusive if I was Microsoft. But
it'll be interesting because Microsoft has yet to really capture that glory again with like Halo and like having an exclusive IP that actually meant something. So
which is strange to me because with all the creative talent out there, all the turnover at all these companies, like the 8th or 9th ex-Blizzard team has formed a studio. That was like a couple weeks ago we talked about that. That was Sage that brought it up. A bunch of developers went and formed their own company, but that's like the 8th or 9th time. You figure you couldn't get anybody that worked on like World of Warcraft or anything like that. Just throw a bunch of money at them and be like, make what you want. Like literally make the game you've always wanted to make, and then just let them do that. One of those.
When you set the expectation high, that game's destined to fail. We all know that.
Well, here's the thing though, like it doesn't necessarily have to be that high because a lot of those.
When you say do whatever the fuck you want for a video game, the expectation is exponentially high. No,
but I wouldn't say that to customers and stuff. I would say that to like
you would never say that to customers first off. That's
exactly. Yeah. But to a developer that's just coming from Blizzard, where everything was getting more and more locked down, there was more and more churn and turnover, and you couldn't quite get anything off the ground that wasn't like mandated this and this. But if you have people that originally did create some very long-lasting and creative stuff, you put them in an environment where they can just make the game that they've always wanted to, of course within reason, or else things get out of hand like Anthem. Things of this nature.
Anthem, Cyberpunk. There's a lot of examples.
Yes, exactly. So you got to have some reins on it and have some time frame on it. But realistically, within that time, make we'll give you plenty of time. Make the best game that you've always wanted to make within that realistic time
See,
period.
when you give those people that kind of freedom, they usually choke at that expectation.
You know what?
Usually what happens.
You know what? But if
You
you
know-
but if you do that 5 times, you're gonna get one banger.
That's a
No,
lot of money
or-
to invest on a gamble. That's
It's
a
mi-
20%
It's
return.
it's Microsoft.
Brother.
Microsoft. Hold on. Mixed reality lenses, right? Like by far the bronze boys of VR, like way behind Oculus, way behind Valve and their Steam VR. Microsoft sold. Was it
Are you talking about the HoloLens?
Yeah, the HoloLens.
HoloLens is not in the same environment, first off.
No,
First
it is.
off, you're
Yeah,
wrong.
it is. No,
You're
I tested.
wrong.
I tested for a living, man. Yes, it does get tested along with that.
I know it. I know what your affiliations
Dude,
with
Steam-
the texting out here.
My VR headset is natively a Windows mixed reality headset.
Isn't HoloLens supposed to be augmented reality, where it actually takes in the feed that's coming in the world and
It's-
augments it?
Yes, and it's all under Windows mixed reality. So that's what I'm talking about.
It's not virtual reality. It's not VR.
Yes.
It's augment. It's
No,
so the V is
no.
upside down.
No, it's
It's
both.
literally upside down. See,
No, it's both
you,
under
you
mixed
go
reality.
right here.
Wait, we talking about AVR?
about?
It's both.
No,
It's
we're talking
both.
about AVN.
The HoloLens and mixed reality are both the same under mixed reality. Mixed reality headset has it would just depend on if your headset had forward-facing cameras. It's the same technology. That's the only difference. HoloLens has the forward-facing camera, so it can actually incorporate stuff into things. And mixed reality is just like an Oculus headset or like a Rift or something like that. So, but basically, what I was trying to say was they sold 3 times as many of those, like $24 billion worth of those, and it's a distant third place or so. We think they sold 3 times as many as that as what they paid for ZeniMax in 1 quarter last year. So they got money to burn when it comes to this. If they got to burn money just to get a foothold in something, they'll do it. Microsoft always does that. So
Okay.
don't worry about Microsoft's money. Basically,
I'm not worried about Microsoft's money. It's about the time and effort that it takes to just burn that money. Like,
Well, that's the thing, though.
there's a
You had-
certain company that I work for, and let me tell you,
Yeah.
Well, hey,
they definitely went through a lot of talent that had a lot of choice game like tenure behind it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's kind of weird
Didn't
over
work
there.
out.
But they try to run it like software. They try to run it like regular software. They try to run it like a business enterprise, and you can't do that.
Well, we'll see what happens with Microsoft. Microsoft has done something that this company hasn't, which is they were able to put out Halo and like fucking send that to the moon for at least 3 games deep before it like fell on its ass and they were trying to figure out what to do with that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, all you need is one of those. All you need is one more of those.
All you need is one rocket to the moon.
Yeah.
You don't need multiple.
Yeah.
But
all you need is like one Rocket League or one
Apex Legends,
or
one
PUBG or whatever.
Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
one like you can name whatever game really because Microsoft can step into whatever toe they want at this point because they have the money.
Yeah. So to come up with like an original IP like Sony has, like I said, like you think Sony did it on accident? Like they went and found some good people, they threw a bunch of money at them, they bought them, and now they're just letting them just crank out whatever. You know, even though it's rigid over there and the game has to score over a certain thing to get a sequel and blah blah blah, but they have that talent or at least that pedigree, and that's their strength. That's why people buy PlayStations, is to buy that couple handful of games. That's not
No, they're
else.
buying literally Final Fantasy and Spider-Man.
And Last of Us and whatever other.
Last of Us is not a money
Eternal.
moving fucking like
Yeah, it
an
is.
app killer.
Yeah,
app.
it
It's
is.
not a killer app. It's
Yes,
not-
it
That's the
is.
only. It's literally the only reason I want to buy a PlayStation.
Yes, that game is definitely a killer app.
That is not a killer app.
Yes, it
for
is.
For those
It literally
who,
is the only reason I want to buy a PlayStation.
Dude, the first Last of Us, they sold what, like 90 million PlayStation 3s or something like that. The first Last of Us had like a 1 to 3 attach rate. Like 1 out of every 3 PlayStation 3s has a copy of that game. It's kind of ridiculous for one game. They sold about 27 to 28 million copies. So yeah,
It
that's
was the
definitely
best. The best-selling PlayStation exclusive launch of all time, reported by Statista.com.
You talking about Last of Us 2?
Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
Get fucked, Dathan.
it's not even a fucking good game.
I know. Yeah, I'm not defending it either.
That's
I'm
what
not,
the
I'm not,
fucking problem.
I'm
with
not a
that
fan
game.
of them either.
It's one of my favorite games, so get fucked.
What?
It's like 80 hours of cutscenes. That's cool
Right.
though. And then you're running down a hallway the rest of the time.
You know what else is great besides that video game?
up?
Voodoo
Voodoo Ranger
IPA.
IPA.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't have mine yet.
But thank you, Voodoo Ranger, for sponsoring this podcast yet again. We always appreciate you and your Voodoo IPA ways. Your B Corp certified company,
Employee owned.
Employee owned, baby.
making these delicious products. We thank you for the beer shipments. I look forward to more.
Oh, I didn't ask you specifically. All Might Scholar, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Captain Dynamite IPA.
What's the percentage on that? What's that ABV?
Dynamite. 7.7.
It's not a pushover. What about you?
I am
Favorite
drinking.
dot, dot, dot?
I'm drinking 1985, and it's
Oh, the New Belgium.
yeah, and it's
Oh no, you're drinking the Mango IPA.
I don't know what this is. No, it's just 1985 IPA. It doesn't say the first.
It's the Mango IPA.
Damn, the fucking lens flare's blown up.
Yeah, I know. You're shiny, shiny boy.
Oh, yeah,
Hold on, I'm trying to read it. It's
1985 is the Mango IPA.
it's 6.5%.
Yeah,
Pleasant.
good stuff.
And what about you, Dathan?
I'm drinking True to the Blue original Imperial IPA. 9%.
Hey.
I'm getting
9%.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I know the
Also-
original one's the spicy one.
Yeah. Also, like, I think I have really bad. My old age is starting to show. I'm getting indigestion from this beer. I can like
Mhm.
slam 2, and then I'm like, I'm done for the day. I
Yeah.
need a nap. I can't eat, and then I have gas.
Yep.
Mhm.
So,
Old man.
anyways,
Age.
that's the old age. Skylar, you're still coming up that ladder, so get ready.
Yep.
It all collapsed at 30. Don't worry
I
about it.
went
waiting for you.
jogging. I went jogging the other day, and I've heard for like 2 days since.
Oh boy, and so it begins.
Yep.
Oh,
The descent to your body destruction starts now.
it's
anyways.
so terrible. Anyways, should
So-
we do closing statements now?
Oh,
Or
No,
we
that was
gotta
the break. We got.
We got.
What do you mean a break? The break is supposed to be like at least 15 minutes ago.
Yeah,
We had like
Yeah, I
10
know.
minutes left,
Yeah.
brother.
We got
Brother,
10
let me
minutes
tell
left.
you something.
If you could shoot through one of your next topics, we could do it.
Both
you got?
of these are real quick,
All right.
and I promise you, it says 2 to 5 minutes. That's a guarantee there, London with a Y. And I apologize for
two.
my voice, maniacs. But let's start this off with line 6, topic number 5. Kingdom Hearts had a video from Did You Know Gaming, and it actually brought up a lot of cool memories. I know Kingdom Hearts 3 was a little dip in quality from a lot of people, but they went over a lot of different unknown facts about production, how the game was actually more fun because they made it after they already owned Toy Story. They tried to get Pixar titles into Kingdom Hearts 2, but it kind of got thrown into, law red tape. But now that it was owned, they were just gun for it, and it was totally fine. And, just how much care they tried to put into it. They put a bunch of Easter eggs from other Square games that I wasn't aware of. And how much that people have to make sure that the main cast's costumes are stage perfect with Pixar's visual aesthetic. There was a lot of probably meeting room debate, like Sora doesn't look enough like a monster. Take his nose off. He's got to look like a Monsters Inc. monster. And all sorts of stuff. And I kind of remember actually kind of liking it. It wasn't that bad, but it was just, like I said earlier, 6 months ago, if you didn't play the mobile games, there were a lot of inside jokes that you missed out on. But it was nice to see Did You Know Gaming doing something other than glitch videos, which is usually what they've been doing recently. But that's all for that video, London. Thank you. And some FGC news is what I'm going to outro with. That'll be my closing statement. Our homeboy from Tekken, Mr. Harada, has a YouTube channel where he bartends for people and talks about video game news. How did I not know about this? I instantly subscribed to it. And he's kind of laid back. It's much more of an open-ended kind of a format. There's no script. London, that would be the last link there about Harada's Bar. And he let slip a little bit of news about Tekken 7. They only plan to do 3 seasons. And everybody's asking about season 5. And his Twitter's been really, really broad. Look at this. He just hangs out at a bar and he talks to Tekken pros and makes drinks for them. It's freaking great. Does no one else think that's adorable? I think it's freaking adorable.
Nice.
That is
Well, that's what
very
you can
cool.
do when you're like, ooh, Sapporo. I love Sapporo.
Had some Sapporo just the other day.
But anyway, the rumors online, it would seem, are that Tekken 7 is done, and the next time we see Harada, it will be Tekken Tag 3. Thank you, London with a Y. We will talk to Seattle Tekken and see what that is all about.
Hello, Seattle Tekken. Come in.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Seattle Tekken.
I have been Instagram, Twitter, Loud and Brown with an N, and I am Grossed Over the PH, PlayStation, and Steam, kicking it up to Saverings, ...
Hi, this is the Saverings, ... as he just said. Hit us up on Steam, join our Steam group. We got plenty of free games to give away. Ask Hot Girl over there in chat, he'll tell you.
He's probably the main receiver of those games, isn't he?
Yes, I think he's got all of them. Every single one. But yeah, follow us in all the normal places. You got your Instagrams, your Twitters, your Facebooks, all that stuff. We're also on everywhere you can find podcasts, Stitcher, and all that kind of stuff. But everybody stay safe out there. Get your shots like I did today. Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Ow. And,
you know what I learned today? That Moderna, the first shot of Moderna is 80% effective, to whereas the one shot of Johnson & Johnson is 66.
Yep.
I got the Pfizer.
Yeah.
It's like slightly less than Moderna.
Yeah.
Siphon filter there. We tied it back in.
But that second shot is the gold.
Yeah, because it gets you closer to 100. But that's what made me laugh, though, because I was like, wait, you're not fully vaccinated if you have one shot of Moderna, but it's way more effective than one shot of Johnson & Johnson.
It's about which countries can hold the temperature of which vaccines.
No,
We'll see.
Not what I'm saying. But yeah, no, it's just funny. But get your shots. Get your shots.
Get your shots. Let's do more live events.
Yes.
I want to go to the International with a bunch of crazy fans screaming. I want their saliva to be all over me.
International is in Frankfurt.
Let's go. I think, London, book our flights. We'll have VOODOO Ranger fly us out.
I got to go to one of the Seattle Sounders games, and I was in the vaccinated section. So I was like 3 rows back. I was 3 rows back to the front.
That's so elitist.
It was fantastic, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm going with you next game. I didn't know they had a vaccinated section.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ!
Here's the real outro.
Here's the real outro.
All right. Well, let me.
I heard a bunch of people fucking simping for Last of Us 2.
Oh,
and you know you're a fucking piece of shit trying to fucking simp that hard because suckers idolize mediocre pussy. Thank you, E40. But let me tell you something here. Last of Us 2 is not a fucking killer app. Bunch of hype with terrible, terrible gameplay mechanics. All it is a very glorified story on the PS4, and all it wants to do is tell you this very convoluted fucking story arc about people surviving some sort of zombie outbreak. Guess what, brother? No one gave a fuck about zombies after Last of Us 2. No one still gives a fuck about zombies. At this point, look at The Walking Dead. That show fucking imploded on itself.
We all know time loops are the new zombies anyway.
We don't give a fuck about zombies in this house. It's about fucking better story arcs. It's about futuristic future boy shit. It's talking about fucking cyber penises from Cyberpunk 2077. This is the future there, America. Well, let me tell you something there, brother. If you ain't with the 2077 future, I'm going to leave your ass in the dust.
That's why he needs the wrestling ring in the backyard.
Maniacs, that has been CYBO Man.
Last of Us was one of the greatest games I've ever played.
That's going to be the tag to the CYBO Man promo.
The game insists on itself. Like, you meet his daughter and 2 minutes later she's dead. I'm supposed to care. Like, that was the whole hook of the game, and I was like, I don't care. She died. Haha, she died. Like, so right there it was just like, shoot. I just met her. Like, it was, you know what it was like? It was like a TNT movie. It was like, you can get into them, but it was still a TNT movie. That's
bastards. It was a good game. It was a good game.
Crafting shivs all the time. Yay.
Anyways, closing statements by the mightiest Skylar there is.
This has been your host, the elusive host.
Thank you for hosting, by the way.
Skylar.
Yeah,
no worries.
Killed it, man.
It's just my new schedule and been really busy. It's definitely hard to get on sometimes, but thank you. Always happy to come on and host when I can. You can find me on Runeterra if you want to come catch these hands. I think I hit gold something with like light grinding last season. In this season, I think I'm like
Come be terrible in Dota with me, Skylar.
I'm not. I'm
Come
never gonna play
on.
Dota.
The game is so fun to be awful at. It's just the most fun game to be terrible
Why
at.
would I play Dota when I don't even play League and I like want to play League right now?
Because
I
reasons.
want to play Rumble Jungle so badly.
What the
I
hell?
know,
What Rumbles Jungles?
He can. They just like buffed him in the jungle, and he's just like God.
Oh,
Wait, is Rumbles a
Rumble.
hero?
Yeah, he was like top lane, kind of mid lane sometimes, but now he's like OP in the jungle.
I have no idea what that
Good.
means.
Good shit.
it's
But
like
also,
it's like having a pocket cami. Okay.
MSI just actually the mid-season invitational for League of Legends just ended, and China won. They won the whole thing. So
Goodness.
China reigns supreme. And other than that, you can find me at Instagram at Skylar's Back at It. Probably be doing some more camping adventures. Might drive out to Zion or something.
Ooh, that's a good drive.
So yeah, I might stay in some Salt Lake Cities and whatnot. But yeah, you can check out my story there. I don't really post a lot, but I post a lot to my story. So random little adventures and whatnot that I do if you want to check that out. Other than that, find me in some ARAM, find me in some Runeterra. I always love a good 1v1 Runeterra, so if you want to catch these hands, just let me know. And other than that, this has been a Salt Tier podcast brought to you by the Soundcasting Network and the almighty VOODOO Ranger.
Woo!
We appreciate you for your sponsorship and all that you do for us. And
your beer.
And your beer. We thank you, Keith the Boogie, for being the super producer that you are and allowing us to do this every week. And we thank you, all you maniacs out there, for interacting with us, commenting, and getting to know you out there. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe to all of our platforms. We definitely appreciate it. And we're happy to have you with us today. And I think that's everything. We're out.
Yeah. Later.
How long can I hold this?